What's good with it, people? What's good with it? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Let's get into this sports talk, smoke talk. Okay, let's get into it. Let's start off. I know it's been a minute. It's been about 2 weeks since the last time I was up on here. I do plan on, hey, look, to all my viewers, I do plan on sitting up here in the next 7 days, right? I plan on dropping 7 videos, okay? It's gonna be different shit, but hey, look, I'm gonna drop. I'm gonna be consistent. All right, that's the whole part of this YouTube shit. You gotta be consistent. But let's get to it real quick. Lakers versus Rockets. Let's light it up real quick. We gotta light it up. You know the ritual. We about to light it up, and we gonna smoke, right? Cause right now the Lakers is smoking on a rocket pack right now, right? They are smoking on a goddamn rocket pack. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, right? Just it's documented, right? That since I've been doing my YouTube and talking about sport, that KD is one of my favorite players, right? It is what it is. KD is one of my favorite players. If you heard me break down the Warriors back then, yeah, right. So at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, we gotta be real. Now, in this series in particular, right? KD only played one game. And in that one game, KD did have what, 9 turnovers. I don't blame that necessarily on KD, and I know that KD had the turnovers, but please understand where I'm coming from. There's no point guard on that team. Van Fleet is injured, right? He's injured. So the best player, right, to bring the ball up is KD. If you pressure KD like the Lakers did, then you're going to get him in turnovers, and it's not no knock to KD because KD has been a small forward, power forward throughout his whole career playing basketball. Okay, so guess what? You don't ask, and Bron is a Bron's a different specimen. Not saying that KD can't do it, but KD is better with playing with a point guard. You seen that in OKC, right? We seen that in OKC. We seen that in Golden State. Hell, we seen it in Brooklyn. Okay, so the fact that Houston doesn't have a point guard, it fucks up their situation. Okay, it just fucks up their situation. So KD didn't play tonight, right? Game went in overtime, right? Rockets still couldn't win. Down 3-0. Now, I forget what ESPN analyst, right? Now, please understand. I understand about Bron's greatness, right? But let's deal with the facts and not just use Bron's greatness, right, as a to overshadow the Rockets' flaws. Okay? Now everybody had a good game, but I will say this. What's interesting is, hey, leave it in the comments or not, right? Put it in the comments. But do you think KD and Sagoon are meshing well with each other? Now I'm not talking about no internet, no email, no. I'm talking about what our eyes can sit up here and see. Are they meshing well with each other? And I don't think they are. I do feel a little bit because KD is playing out of position as far as playing the point guard on that team. One of the things that I liked about the series last year with the Rockets, right? In every series that they played hard, physical. And I thought that their center, the Rocket center, would be like, this my team. But really, since KD been over there, I didn't watch him fall back. Okay, I don't watch him fall back. And that's KD team, which I think KD coming over there, that's your team. Not, guess what? Y'all was in the playoff last year without KD. But can I say something? Right. Let's address the elephant in the room. I think, right, and we look, not saying that it was a mistake, but if I was Houston, I would have tried to keep Dillon, right? I would have tried to keep, because I think Dillon with KD now, of course, maybe, of course, whatever, but it's been different. That team's been different. It's not that enforcer. Let's really be honest. You can say all you want to, but Dillon Brooks is a fucking enforcer. Okay? He does enforce his energy and will up on that game. And it doesn't matter. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. When I think it's just defense, he'll come out and shoot like 4 threes and be hot. So, Dillon is nice. And he, I think it's a great pickup for the Suns. I just think the Suns, but before we get there, Houston, like I said, I don't think KD and Sengun is meshing with each other. And that's just me, right? And let's really be honest. Houston lose this is an epic fail for Houston. This is an epic fail. And at the end of the day, I don't think it is, we're going to look at KD's legacy, but as far as this year and in the playoffs, and I feel it's kind of odd that he wasn't playing in game 1. For him to come back in game 2 and then not playing game 3. Now, it'd be different if he didn't play in game 2 and then he played in game 3. Injury. Okay, I get it. So 9 out of 10. The I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Technically, the Rockets do have a team where they can come back, right? They do have a team, right? If they click that switch to win 4 games in a row, though, I don't know. That's going to be a little bit difficult, but shout out to the Lakers. I do. Let me tell you what I see. Yeah, shout out. Like I said, please. This is no knock to all y'all Bron fans out there. This is not a knock to Bron, but I do feel like this. This round, congratulations. Next round, them playing OKC, 9 out of 10. Let's really be honest. Like, no disrespect to the Suns, but I don't see the Suns winning that series. Now, what's interesting is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the last time I think Portland won, right? Please. I was looking at the game, but I was turning off. I was doing a lot of shit. So, I think Portland won. That's going to be interesting. A concussion is very serious. Um, but I do look. He the defensive player of the year, and with him not being unanimous, let me correct myself. Unanimous defensive player of the year, right? So, with that being said, of course they're going to. That's the defensive best defensive player in the game as far as this year, and him not being in there is going to hurt. Okay, as good as San Antonio team is, I like San Antonio team, but without their best player as well as their best defensive player, you know what I'm saying? If they won, shout out to the San Antonio. I'm gonna tell you like this: in the playoffs, you bring Wemby back. San Antonio was going to the finals. San Antonio was going to the finals. It is what it is, bro. San Antonio is going to the finals. Okay, they're going to the finals. Right. Real quick, let's talk. Let's give a Warrior update. I gotta give a Warrior update. You see, the Warriors lost, right? Warriors lost to the Suns. Got killed by the Suns, right? But check this out. Warriors lose. Warriors wasn't supposed to even be in that position, right? You already know what it is. The good trees, okay? Warriors wasn't even supposed to be in that position. Two of their best defensive players, Moody, Jimmy Butler, out for the season. So what? There's nothing that anybody can do in that situation. Shout out to Steve Kerr. I hope that Steve Kerr stays with the Warriors. You know, if not, hey, we're gonna do a podcast on that because guess what? It's been an unbelievable run for the Warriors. Okay, I'm gonna do a podcast on that sometime this week. It's been an unbelievable run for the Warriors. Now the good thing is, I'm gonna tell you like this: we seen this last year, right? What happened last year? Dallas got the #1 pick. The Warriors will have a lottery pick, right? The Warriors will have a lottery pick. Now, how high that pick is and what they're going to do with that pick, that's the interesting. We're at this. It feels like we're back at the same situation we was when we got James Wiseman and Kuminga. We're back in that situation. So, let's see. Let's see what the Warriors are gonna do. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. From my perspective, right? It's just my perspective. You surround Curry with big men. Surround them. The Warriors need to look like Houston in the sense of they need to get a longer, stronger, bigger. Pause. But that's the reality of it. Look at the teams right now. Look at Denver. Look at OKC, San Antonio, Boston. Shout out to Boston, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you this. I will say this, right? I do believe it's going to be Cleveland and Boston. I do believe that. Cleveland and Boston. Let's see, James. Let's see, James. Really? Let's see, James. Let's see, James. James and Spider. Let's see. Let's see. thought Toronto. But let's see, James. Let's see. We gonna do one on the NFL draft tomorrow. Um, yeah. But check this out. My early little finals, if I had to pick right now in the first round, right? Oh, real quick before I even get to that, Minnesota, Denver. Minnesota, Denver's probably, I believe that's going 7. Okay. Couple of series that I think is going 7, Minnesota and Denver. I do think I had the Lakers and Rockets going 7, but that's obviously not going 7. Depending on Wemby or not, I could say that maybe 6 or 7, but I still give that to the Spurs. OKC is not going 7. I don't see Boston and Philly going 7. Don't see Boston and Philly going 7. If anything, if I had to really pick going 7, I got Denver. I mean, excuse me, not Denver. I got Orlando and the Pistons. Orlando and the Pistons. I think that's going to be another. I think that's going 7. Okay, I think that is going 7. All right, I think that is definitely going 7. But look, I did just wanted to just break that shit down real quick. Tell you this. In order, Minnesota has the edge right now. Right? Minnesota has the edge because it go like this. One thing that we noticed, and what was that? Gordon did not play, right? Gordon didn't play. Nobody else on Denver stepped up. It was only Joker, right? I mean, look, you give Brown, right? You give Brown his money or whatever, and I feel like he has not. I don't feel like he sit up here and been that guy. Like I feel like homie in LA, Reeves. I feel like Reeves has stepped into more of a role than what homie from Denver has, right? Now, maybe I'm tripping, but that's just me. I understand Denver is what, 3rd, but I just don't see the consistency. You can leave it in the comments, but it go like this. If Ant-Man is able to get Minnesota, right? And it's funny because my partner said we was having a little debate. Well, y'all can put it in the comments, but he said that Julius Randle is the 2nd best player over there. I said Daniels. Now put it in the comments. I would love to see what y'all say in the comments, but it go like this. Julius is nice. If Julius sit up here and average at least 23 points on them, I don't think Denver has a chance. But that's just me. Right? Now, it's funny that, remember the last time, I don't know if it was the last time, but when Minnesota played Denver, when they had Cat and Rudy over there, they beat Denver. They beat Denver. Okay? So, check this out. The matchup is Rudy versus Joker, as well as oh, and verse 27. I forget homie name right now, but y'all know who I'm talking about, right? That's the matchup. If Ant is able to sit up here and he's able to get his team involved, right? In a sense of, and like that's what he did. That's what I seen yesterday. Like I look, sometimes just the confidence, and McDaniels was hitting his shots. Okay, nobody was hitting shots on Denver. Point blank. Period. Nobody was hitting shots on Denver. So, hey, check this out. I do think that, like I said, I think that series is going 7 for sure. Because I think next week, I mean, the next game, I feel like, even though, of course, I think Denver might get that one. And it's going to go back and forth. So, that's my thing right now with the NBA playoffs. Just with a couple of games tomorrow, I'm actually gonna have me and the boys. We gonna do one. All right, so get ready for that, and then we go. Like I said, I'm gonna start cranking these out. All right, y'all have a good night. Peace.